I was just saying goodbye to my wife, and I made a quick little comment about how quickly the TV went from the news when I left the house to some stupid talk show about fashion things. And it's just, I made a comment about how the intelligence factor went from here to here on the TV in the house. And I saw that show and I just felt so dumb already. And as I was walking away, as I was going back to my car and getting ready to go to work, I sound exactly like my father. And it just shocked me how much I sounded like him. And I thought to myself, man, I'm exactly like my dad. In life, in the way that we conduct ourselves, we reproduce after our own kind. Not only do our children, if we have children, take after us in physical aspects and genetic aspects with DNA and chromosomes and all of the wonder of God's design and the DNA code and all those wonderful things that are so very complicated and written in so precise language that our children take after us genetically. In the same way, there's a reproduction of a lot of our nature, a lot of our attitudes, a lot of our ways of thinking. The people that raised me in the faith of Jesus Christ gave me not just their doctrine. They gave me a lot more than they realized. They gave me examples of how to walk, examples of how to live it out that have been so very valuable to me over the years. And it's impossible for me to properly communicate just how important the role of spending all that time with me was for me. And in many ways, the people who raised me in the faith, the people who brought me up and discipled me, shaped the spiritual man that I've become. And it's one of the jokes that my main discipler Larry has given me. He's a very large man, and every time I pack on some weight, he says, Jim, you don't have to be like me in every way. But it's just been an awesome thing to see how we've got to be careful who we are, because we can teach what we know, but we reproduce who we are. It's an irrevocable law of the kingdom that everything takes after its own kind. If you're a hypocrite, you're going to reproduce hypocrites. If you're a liar, you're going to reproduce liars. If you're honest, that has a reproduction in its own right when your honesty reach maturity. Because everything's going to reproduce after its own kind. Like begets like. That's why we've got to be careful to watch our steps, because it's not just us who are being affected. We are affecting those that we are in communication with. We are affecting those that reach out to us. We are affecting those that we come into contact with. And we're going to reproduce who we are.